All right, so, we like to go deep on these documents that shape the higher ed world, and today is no exception.
Right.
We've got this proposal right here all about how academicjobs.com helps colleges and universities find amazing people
Oh, yeah.
to fill those important positions.
Yep.
And this is fascinating because it's not just about like posting job ads like we used to do in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a whole strategy to really attract that top-tier talent.
Right.
And I've got to say right off the bat, what really struck me is that this isn't some generic template.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a personalized proposal from the CEO of academicjobs.com to a potential client.
Exactly. And that's really what we're seeing more and more of in recruitment today.
Yeah.
It's all about understanding the specific needs of each institution and tailoring the approach.
Right. And speaking of tailoring, they lead with clear and specific job titles. And I'm curious, I get it, it makes sense, but I often just search professor jobs on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Do people really get that specific when they're looking?
Oh, they absolutely do, especially in academia, where specializations are so incredibly important.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're not just looking for any professor.
Right.
You're looking for an expert in, 18th century French literature or particle physics or, something super niche.
Mm-hmm.
And using those precise keywords in the title ensures the right people see it when they're searching online.
Right. I guess it's kind of like using hashtags on social media to reach that specific audience.
Exactly.
You got it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But then they jump into SEO optimization.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to admit, that always sounds a bit mysterious to me.
Yeah, it can sound a little intimidating, but it doesn't have to be.
Sure.
Really, SEO is about making sure the job ad is easily understood by search engines. Like Google, you want Google to know exactly what the job is about.
Okay.
So it can show it to the right people.
So it's like speaking Google's language.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly. It's all about making sure you're using the right words and phrases so Google can properly categorize the job ad.
Okay, I'm starting to get it now.
Yeah, and academicjobs.com mentions this thing called structured data markup.
Oh, yeah. So
Which is basically like giving Google a cheat sheet to understand the ad even better so it can highlight, key information like the location, the salary, the qualifications.
Wow. Okay, so it's getting really specific.
Yeah, and that can make a huge difference in how high the job ad ranks in the search results, especially when people get really specific with their searches, which academics often do.
Right. This is making me realize how much actually goes into finding the right people for these very specific positions.
Oh, absolutely.
But, beyond keywords and SEO, what makes a job description really stand out to someone who's looking?
That's where the actual content of the description comes in.
Right.
It needs to be compelling. It needs to showcase what's unique about the job and the institution. Like, what's the culture? What opportunities for growth are there?
Right.
Because remember, job seekers are evaluating the institution just as much as the institution is evaluating them.
Yeah, it's a two-way street for sure.
Exactly.
And I see they even recommend incorporating visuals and videos, which I think is really smart.
Oh, absolutely. And in today's world, visuals are so important. They can really grab attention, and convey the personality, the values of the institution much more effectively than text alone.
Totally. I would much rather watch a video about a university than just read a dry description.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A video can really bring the campus to life, show you the people, show you the energy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this proposal also talks about reaching the right audience through targeting. And I'm a little curious about, is this where things get kind of creepy?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
Targeted advertising is really just about being efficient.
Oh, yeah.
It's about ensuring the job ad is seen by people who are actually qualified and interested in the position and the location, know?
Right.
So, for example, there's no point in showing a job ad for a medieval history position to someone who specializes in astrophysics. Right?
Makes sense.
It's about making sure the right people are seeing the right opportunities.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. They also highlight the importance of integration with Google for Jobs, which I feel like is becoming a bigger and bigger thing.
Oh, absolutely. That's a game changer for higher ed recruitment.
Yeah.
Because it allows institutions to tap into a much wider pool of candidates who are actively searching for academic jobs. And it's, it's a platform that's specifically designed for job searching. So it filters out a lot of the irrelevant results that you might get with a general Google search.
Right. And of course, given that everyone's pretty much glued to their phones these days, mobile optimization is key.
Oh, absolutely. Your website needs to look good and be easy to use on any device,
Hmm.
because a bad mobile experience can really deter potential applicants. Imagine trying to fill out a long application form on a tiny screen.
Oh, yeah, that's the
It's
worst.
frustrating, it's difficult, and people might just give up.
Yeah, totally. So we've talked about crafting the ad, making it look amazing, getting it in front of the right people. But what about more proactive promotion?
Right. Well, academicjobs.com suggests a multi-pronged approach,
Okay.
leveraging social media platforms that are popular with academics,
Hmm.
targeted email campaigns, and even tapping into their network of past applicants.
Yeah,
People who have expressed interest in similar positions before.
right. So really like going out there and getting the word out.
Exactly, not just waiting for people to stumble upon the ad.
They also mention optional paid advertising. Is that like boosting a post on Facebook or something? And is that even worth it?
Yeah, it's similar to that, and it can be very effective, especially for those highly competitive roles.
Hmm.
Or if the institution really wants to reach a very specific niche audience.
Right.
But the key is really strategic targeting.
Okay.
It's not about just blanketing everyone with the ad. It's about focusing on those specific demographics and interests to make sure you're getting the most out of your investment.
So it's about quality over quantity.
Precisely. And, the last 2 points in this proposal are really important as well: performance monitoring and a commitment to diversity.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are so crucial. Could you talk a bit more about those?
Sure. So performance monitoring is about constantly analyzing data, like how many people are seeing the ad, clicking on it, applying.
Right.
And this allows academicjobs.com to kind of adjust the strategy in real time to make sure the ad is as effective as possible.
They're constantly like tweaking things.
Yeah, exactly. It's an ongoing process. And then with diversity, it's not just about, ticking boxes.
Right.
It's about using inclusive language and imagery in the ad
Hmm.
to attract a wider pool of candidates and to reflect the values of the institution.
Yeah, to show that they're truly committed to creating a diverse and inclusive environment.
Exactly.
This proposal has honestly been so insightful. It really shows how much thought and strategy goes into academic recruitment these days.
It does. It really highlights how the academic job market has evolved.
Yeah.
It's no longer a passive process where you just post a description and hope for the best.
Right.
Institutions really need to be proactive and strategic in their approach.
Couldn't agree more. And for anyone out there looking to explore those exciting opportunities in higher education,
Yes,
be sure to check out academicjobs.com. I mean, they clearly know what they're doing.
for sure.
All right, that's our deep dive for today. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and we'll see you soon.